Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Off the Grid, a brand new channel where we're going to be discussing everything to do with electric cars, electric racing, but more importantly, Formula E. My name is Matt and I have to apologise for any shabby editing you're about to witness, but it's the first time I've ever tried to edit a video. Welcome to my first ever video and my channel. Thank you very much for clicking on the video in the first place. If you're brand new, which everybody is brand new, including me, welcome. I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown on the history of Formula E. So hopefully by the end of this video we'll all be on the same page, whether you've been a lifelong Formula E fan or you're looking to get into the sport ready for the start of the season in November. So yeah, I put together this little clip and I hope you guys enjoy it and you actually learn something from it as well. Okay?
The year is 2011, and whilst the world is getting rickrolled, these two men, Alejandro Agag and Jean Todt, came up with the idea of an all-electric racing series on some of the world's most iconic city streets. It took 3 years from writing down the idea on the back of a napkin to actually producing the first ever Formula E vehicle. And look at her go. And so, on the 13th of September 2014, the world saw the very first Formula E championship, here in Beijing. As spectacular and revolutionary as this first season was turning out to be, spectators were slightly underwhelmed by the power of the Gen 1 vehicles. With a top speed of 140 miles an hour, putting out about as much power as a Honda Civic at 190 kilowatts, and a 0 to 62 time of just 3 seconds, it wasn't exactly going to set the world of electric racing ablaze anytime soon.
But let's jump forward 4 years to the debut of the Gen 2 vehicles in 2018. Even at first glance, you can see that the whole design has been changed, scrapping the flimsy, Scalextric style body to a more sleek, gritty, Batmobile-esque design. Underneath the new glossy bodywork, there are drastic improvements as well. The top speed has been increased to 175 miles an hour thanks to a new battery dishing out 250 kilowatts, crushing down that 0 to 62 time to just 2.8 seconds. But it's not just the car's technology that has been developing. The way the drivers can use the racetrack has transformed as well, bringing a new dimension never before seen in motorsport. In 2015 and 16, the FIA introduced something called Fan Boost. 6 days before race day, up until 15 minutes into the race, fans can vote for their favourite drivers through the Formula E app, their website or Twitter pages. The top 5 drivers of this result, with the most fan boost votes, are then awarded a short boost of power during the second half of the race, which can be activated by the driver, lasting just a few seconds. Then, for the 2018/19 season, something called Attack Mode was introduced. Similar to Fan Boost, Attack Mode is another way of gaining extra power during the race. Attack Mode can be collected and activated by driving through the designated zone off the racing line. Drivers must activate Attack Mode twice during the race, and it is up to the drivers and the teams to decide when the best moment to activate this is. However, Attack Mode activation zones are only revealed to the teams 1 hour before the race, and depending where the activation zone is on the track, could potentially throw race strategies out the window.
So as you can see, although the sport only does have a 5-year history, it is a rich one at that. And if development continues in that fashion, then the future looks incredibly bright for Formula E. And the future is looking bright for Formula E, in the form of 2 massive shining German suits of armour. We've got Mercedes-Benz and Porsche, who are coming onto the grid for the new season, taking the starting lineup to 26 cars on the track at the same time. Which of course can only spell disaster, but also great entertainment. Now, Mercedes-Benz and Porsche have already had a massive impact on the starting lineup for next season, even though they haven't raced in a race yet. They got 2 driver vacancies and they needed to be filled. So Stoffel Vandoorne and Andre Lotterer happily took those positions, moving from HWA Racelab and DS Techeetah to make up 2 complete teams for the next season. Personally, I think it's fantastic that these 2 manufacturers are joining the starting grid. Along with Mercedes-Benz and Porsche will come thousands and thousands of brand new fans to the sport. With Mercedes-Benz doing so well in the Formula 1 and their fans possibly getting a little bit bored about them winning everything all the time, and Porsche being one of the biggest manufacturers of performance cars in the world. So it can only spell good things. But will these 2 dominate the racetrack? Only time will tell, I guess, but seeing as there were 9 different winners last season, I think this season is going to be even more unpredictable. Okay, so that's it for the first video, guys. Sorry if it's a little bit short, but I just want to make it easy for myself to edit in the future, so I can get this one out nice and quickly. I look forward to the start of the new season. I'm going to put a little countdown timer just up in the corner somewhere over there, so that we can all keep an eye on when the new season starts in November. Videos that I make in the future will be a lot more interesting than this. I promise you I won't just be sat in my front room. I'm going to be going out on the streets to try and find out what you think about Formula E. Also going to be looking more into the technical aspects of a Formula E car as well. Not just driver gossip about who's moving where, who's eating what and who's kissing who. And I'm also going to be taking you guys around a very special venue that's going to feature in the final showdown for London 2020. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and no, we won't do Facebook. Like, comment, subscribe? That's what people say, isn't it? Thanks.